Is P and we're back with another video. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you can stay up to date with all my latest unboxing and review videos. And today is actually March the 12th, 2019, Tuesday afternoon. Just got in from the gym. Got to get this heat up so that way you all can see exactly what I've experienced so far with the Samsung Galaxy S10. So I received mine yesterday, so I only had a chance to mess around with it a little bit last night with some basic settings, my transfer. If you're coming from another Samsung device or I think Android or iOS device, that you could use the Smart Switch app to transfer all your data, which if you don't know what data is, that's going to be your documents, your pictures, your videos, your text messages, which is one of my main things, because you can get a lot transferred just by signing in if you already have a Google account, and of course your contacts as well, and your applications, which are your games, and other applications that you use on the regular. It syncs a lot of your stuff as far as your calendar, your alarms, and a lot of those settings, and even your notes. So yeah, check out the Samsung Smart Switch. Just go to the Google Play Store. So anyway, so this is the box that mine came in, the Prism White. I got my unboxing up yesterday, and I was actually shooting with the S10 and Flamingo Pink, that video. So it sort of cropped my hat a little bit out of the video rather. But still, you got to experience the unboxing, first impressions, and the power on and some of the features. So basically, I just went through, set all the features on the Prism White as far as basic settings, and some other features on the camera and video, well, within that, in those settings. Also, if you pre-ordered the device, you do get the Samsung buds for a limited time. They retail for $129, and I think they may have sold out, so they started offering through Samsung like an e-card for like $129 or $130. So yeah, so hopefully if you're waiting on your device, it'll be in soon, or if you're going in person to your carrier to upgrade, or maybe going to Samsung to get one unlocked, you'll enjoy your experience. So major upgrade for me coming from the S8. I had experience with the S9 as well. Right now I'm recording this video with the S8. Enough ramble, let's get into it. First things, well, not exactly first. The case that I'm using is by Spigen. It's the clear case, Ultra Hybrid S. That's the model number. Check it out, Spigen.com or Amazon. I actually got mine from eBay, this particular one. So I've ordered from Spigen, Amazon, and eBay. But this one was like $13.99, clear, and it has the kickstand on the back. Easy, just press your phone in, you're good to go. Alright, so this is the Prism White, the front. And you see the camera up top. This is the 128 gigabyte variant. Check out the back. It's like a pearl white because you get hits of blue, sometimes green, sometimes pink, sometimes purple, and everything in between. So real clean color. The Flamingo Pink was nice too. Check out my video for it. Yeah, and this retails for $8.99 unlocked. But if they're still offering the trade-in, check out the phone that you got. See if they're offering anything for it. I had the S9 that I traded in and got $550 for it. So I just shipped it off through FedEx to Samsung. Yeah, just make sure it works, no breaks in the screen. And yeah, just check it out. I'll try to leave a link in the description below. All right, so this is the back. Your 3 cameras. your standard, your wide, and ultra wide, which I've used them all so far, tested them out. I haven't tested out the sensor for like your heart rate, and as far as overall health, heart rate, blood pressure, and I think oxygen as well. As an upgrade on the S10 for 2019. And the release of this phone was actually March the 8th. I got the flamingo pink early and just got this one. So you got the flash on the back. Here's the little kickstand on the case. S10, and that's the front. I'm actually going to take this device out. So you want to be careful. You're dealing with Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and Gorilla Glass 5 on the back, which was last year. So I just powered on the device. On the right side, the power button is up a little bit higher from the 8 and the 9. Check that out. Crispy. There go your headphone jack at the bottom, or AUX. Or for headphones, overhead headphones, earbuds, all of that. You got your USB Type-C, which is your reversible USB. And if you have the old ones, this comes with like a, well, actually the S10 don't come with an adapter. The S9 did. But you can find those online for as cheap as $1 to connect to your other older USB sync cables or whatnot. All right, so you got the speaker on the bottom, which hits pretty hard, and then you have one up top right here that supports like your highs and mid. Gorilla Glass on the front, curved display, 6.1 inches measured diagonal. And this phone is actually like the same size of the S8 and S9, but it's all display. You'll see what I'm talking about in a few. And you got your front-facing camera, which is in the screen. And I got this set for 60 seconds. That's how it looks when you power it off, restart in emergency mode in color. And you have your Bixby button on the left, lower, and the volume rocker above it, up and down for your volume. And you also have your SIM card slot and micro SD card slot. Now this has, the one I have has 128 gigabytes of storage, and I just got like a 32 gigabyte card in it. I might transfer that to a 64 later, which is a lot of storage for recording videos for YouTube, or just videos, home videos, or whatever, if you're on vacation, or for, who knows, insurance reasons, or on the job, or to upload for Instagram, or whatever. Front-facing camera. Front-facing camera is going to be 10 megapixels. The S9 was 8 megapixels on the front. And on the back, you have two 12 megapixels for your standard. Your wide, your ultra wide is going to be 16 megapixels. Now, you notice on the back too, if you're familiar with the Samsung Galaxies, that for the 8 and for the 9, which means the 8 Plus and the 8 Note, the 9 Plus, and the Note 9, that they had the fingerprint reader on the back. Now it's actually in the screen. I don't have it set up yet, because like I said, I just got this yesterday, so I'll be setting it up today. And that can unlock your phone, and also you can use it for Samsung Pass, which stores like your password, so all you got to do is tap it. But it's a setting in here for sensitivity that will help scan your fingerprint, your finger better and more accurately. So this is the front of the phone. Now with it off, you can do a double tap to cut it on. You can have the always on display with like the time, and also like if you got some music playing, or your alarm, text message notifications. In the middle, it's all types of different styles. Actually got mine on the side, on the edge. You can change the colors on it and all types of stuff and be creative with that. I'll try to remember to show you the settings, all the settings for it. And along with that, it's all types of other features. I mean, I'm trying to remember most of them. So right now I just got the pattern to unlock. The phone is starting. This is a theme that I'd chosen from the Samsung themes. And I'll show you how to get that by just holding on to your screen and going to themes right here. You have to be signed into Samsung. You have wallpapers, widgets, home screen settings, which I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, so that's basically just your home screen layout and your app icon badges, your apps button, just different settings for size, all types of stuff. All right, so we're gonna go back and just go through the basics. So also an upgrade is I switched mine to these like little swipe tabs. So that goes back. And also like your home is right here. These are recents to the right, which I don't have none. Home, and over here is going to be like your back button. Google up here, so you can speak to it if you want to do a search or type in what you're searching for. This is going to be your weather. All right. And what else do we have? We'll pull this tab down and go through it. So you have your Wi-Fi, your sound, Bluetooth, auto rotate, airplane mode, flashlight. Yeah. And your brightness level for it. All right, cut it back off so it don't drain. Power mode. Wireless power share. So you cut it on and you basically put another phone that supports wireless charging behind it evenly. It'll recognize it and you can actually charge another device that supports wireless charging, which I've tested it out and it works. Even these earbuds, which supports it. And if you have like a Samsung watch that supports it, which I do. Haven't done a video on it, haven't set it up, but I have the S3 Gear Classic. So yeah, so that way you don't have to take your charger with you everywhere you go. You can charge it with this device. That's one of the new features with this S10 line. And as far as the S10, you have the S10e, which is entry level. You have, and it doesn't have a curved display and it doesn't have as many features, but it's still a great device, about $100 cheaper. And it comes like in a yellow as well. This one is going to come in your Prism white, your Prism black, flamingo pink, and a Prism blue, which I almost got because at one point this had sold out in the 128GB variant, and I guess they restocked it, and that's probably why I got mine a little bit later too. So yeah, so this is your app drawer. So once again, swipe up, home, swipe again for your app drawer, and of course you can make a little like combine some of your apps into one, and then of course Samsung comes with its, like the Galaxy Store, Internet My Files, Galaxy Wearables, Samsung Health. So that's back to your home. Swipe that away. App drawer once again. Camera, Chrome on the end. You have YouTube, your YouTube Studio. And another thing about this device is with the camera, or when you're recording videos, I think it has like a link, a collab with Adobe, a collaboration where you can edit your videos straight from your device and upload them. So that way you don't have to transfer them to your computer or your laptop or your tablet and use software to edit them, you can use the device, which saves time. Haven't tried it yet, but plan on experimenting with it. Your time is up here in the left-hand corner. And let's look at the clock. Let's see, you got your emails, contacts, clock settings right here. Yeah, I gotta get up at 5:30. So yeah, save that. You can do multiple ones and highlight the days of the week. World clock, stopwatch, timer, yeah, all of that good stuff. All right, so let's pull this tab down up top. Once again, go to your settings right here, and this is your brightness. Brightness settings, done. Let's go through, find another way to get to your settings. So remember up here, you can touch it, or you can go to it down here. Everything's in the alphabetical order on mine. Settings. All right, so you got your connections, phone visibility, NFC and payment, airplane mode. Some of these tabs is at top for your convenience. And also, you can roll that up and make it smaller on all these tabs. All right, so you got sounds and vibrations. Answering and ending calls, all of that stuff. Advanced sound settings, sound quality and effects. So you want the Dolby Atmos on for the best sound. Equalizer, I got the treble up, custom. Go back, and you can make, like I said, make that smaller. Now let's go back down and look at these settings, because on the second one, you have the always on display, the Dolby Atmos right there. Kids home, I don't know what that is. Night mode reverses everything on your screen to black and white letters, which is easier on your eyes. It saves the battery. Plus, not to mention that, with this theme, I can't do it because it's already a dark theme. But it saves the battery, and it's not as much strain on your eyes. And at nighttime, it's pretty cool. And then you have your edge lighting and your navigation bar, where you can customize it. Edge lighting, which is on, and you do have some settings for it too. So you can do effects, color, transparency, width. We'll make it a little bit wider, which is the ring that goes around. And your duration, short. I'm keeping mine short. All right. And then you have your edge. Yeah, we already done that. And little options for right here. Show edge lighting while screen is on, while screen is off, or always. All right, so manage notifications. We'll go all the way back out. So you have your notifications, and you can see all for all your apps. So you can select which ones you want, the most recent or all. Just scroll through all your apps, cut notifications on, all types of stuff. All right, those are sort of basic. That's been with the last, if you've had a phone since 2015, some of these are similar. But if you're new to a touchscreen phone or a smartphone, hopefully this video is a little bit helpful. You'll be surprised, it's a guy I work with. He's coming from a flip phone that he just liked, and he has a touchscreen device for the first time. So a lot of this is new for some people, so I hope this video helps from that perspective as well. All right, so you have your notifications, you have your display, brightness up, adaptive brightness, blue light filter on, which makes it bright, your night mode, screen mode, font size, screen size, full screen apps, your screen timeout, which could be important if you don't want to keep cutting it back on every few seconds. Screen mode, natural or vivid. Blue light filter needs to be turned off. Alright, so you got your colors in warm. Yeah. Alright, so font, size, and style. Screen zoom, screen resolution. You want it at the highest. Get the most out your device. Now, if you go into like your power saving mode, it will adjust all of this. Like if your battery is real low and you don't have a charger, and it'll actually give you more life. So it will drop this down to a lower setting, and you choose which one you want. And like if you want it to give it an extra 45 minutes, an extra 3 hours, it'll drop the performance and the screen resolution, everything down. So full screen apps, timeout, edge, all of this different stuff. Accidental touch protection, touch sensitivity. Screen saver if you want it on, video enhancer. So you have all these options. And roll that back up. Display, wallpapers and themes, screen lock, biometrics and security, face recognition, fingerprints, Google Play Protect, Find My Mobile, remote unlock, send last location, falls below a certain level. That's pretty cool. All right. Install on unknown apps. Secure folder. Hold on, let me go back to this. Alright, so is there any kind of way to do that? Like just straight up? But anyway, go back to that. Secure folder, encrypt SD card, other security settings. Strong protection. Alright, app permissions. And send diagnostic data. Alright, so then you have your accounts and backup, Samsung Cloud, Smart Switch, all of that. And some of these things, like when you cut on your phone for the first time, it will ask you these questions. But you can always go in your settings if you need to skip. Like let's say you're on the phone with your carrier trying to get your new phone activated. Just skip all of that stuff and sign in, and then you can go into your settings. And just take your time and go through each one. Advanced features. Alright. All types of stuff. Game launcher, video enhancer, send SOS message. Alright. Let's see, what else do we got? Software update. Download and install. You may have an update, like a patch when you first get your phone. So just be aware of that. And that's just to cover any bugs or anything Samsung will be aware of and send out like an update patch. Now, as far as about phone, you can get your software information here. Android version 9, which is going to be the Pi. You can tap it a few times. And this is Pi straight out the box. No immediate update. And because I think with the S10, it received a Pi update a few weeks ago. And now we're running the Samsung One UI version 1.1, which is an update. And if this is your first time with a Samsung device, I mean, you wouldn't know the previous ones, but the skin that Samsung uses All of these major flagship devices have their own skin, whether it's Samsung, LG, Sony, Motorola, etc., etc. But the Samsung has a lot of these features, as you can see, which are called skins, which is over the Android operating system. Android version 9, that's your operating system, Android. And the latest version is 9. Next year it'll be 10. And they'll have a nickname. Like this one was Pie, the previous one was Oreo, Nougat before it, Marshmallow before it, so on and so forth. So the skin used to have a lot of bloatware people used to talk about and could slow down your performance. Well, this one is on point. As far as performance, as far as the hardware, you have the latest processor, which I think is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, I think. I don't have the spec sheet in front of me, but we can go over it real quick. You're going to get 8 gigabytes of RAM, etc., etc. So let's see. S10 on Arena. Let's look at these specs. Check it out. See what's new. And then I'm going to go over the camera. And I want you to hear the sound. So I may have to go to a YouTube video for it. All right, so you get the 6.1 inch display, 12 megapixel on the rear, 10 on the front. Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 octa-core. And the storage is 512 gigabytes at the most, plus the micro SD card slot. The SIM card is going to be a nano SIM card, by the way, slot, which is the smallest. Your battery is 3,400 milliamp hour battery versus the S9 that had 3,000. Resolution 1440 by 3040 pixels, 550 ppi. The technology is going to be the dynamic AMOLED display, which is going the last one I think was Super AMOLED. Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. There's your information on the cameras, which I went over in the beginning. Flash LED. Water resistant, water and dust resistant IP68, which is going to be about 5 feet for 30 minutes. 2D face unlock and screen fingerprint reader. 8 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is your memory for multitasking. You got 4 gigabytes on the S9, so we doubled that. Well, Samsung doubled that. Let's see, your data is going to be the LTE A Pro Cat 20. HD voice, yes. Bluetooth technology is going to be 5.0 for your Bluetooth wireless transfer. 3.1 USB transfer, so that's with your transfer cable, which is provided. USB Type-C reversible. Mobile payment, Samsung Pay. Voice dialing, etc., etc. FM radio, earpiece, multiple speakers, blah, blah, this, that, and the other. All right, so here's the basic specs. Let's go into this camera, which is at the bottom. All right, I already got it in selfie mode. And here's another viewing angle. Yeah, get the smile on. Photo, video, live focus. And you can edit the live focus. I mean, this is crazy. All types of stuff right here. All right, so let's reverse it around. Now, this is going to be pretty close. So that's your standard. Your wide. And your ultra wide. Yay. All right, so we'll go right here. And of course, you can zoom in even more as well. I got it on full screen up here, so you got different options for it. You got like little options right here. You got your AR emoji to create your personal emoji of yourself. You got your flash, off, on and auto. You have your settings. Check out some of these settings. And that's your camera settings. Rear and front. Alright, so advanced recording options. I heard it's good to have this on to optimize the contrast and color of each scene by recording in the HDR10 plus video. Alright, so check out some of these check marks beside video stabilization, grid lines off, quick launch, shutter sound off. Alright, so let's go into video once again. You got slow-mo, all of that. So once again, that's standard, wide, ultra wide. And your settings for it: rear, front, video stabilization, quick launch, shutter sound off. You can always reset the settings. Alright. So, let's see what else we got. We got the burst mode by holding down that button if your battery is on point, I think. Haven't had this phone but one day, so just going over this sort of quick. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Let's get some YouTube sound. Go to my channel. Oh, snap. Let's get out of that. It minimizes down there and on top of your home screen as well. I'll try to show you. So this is my unboxing yesterday. This is P and we're back. This is P and we're back with another video. Look at the top. Where's my hat? One thing about the box is not as premium as the 7s. The 8s and the 9s, in my opinion. Yeah, so charging. So it's going to be like a tab. You got to check it. So this was yesterday's video, my unboxing. So this is the Pi 9.0 operating system. We're using the Samsung One. What's the odds the same song is playing? Gotta like my own video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, by the way, too. 710 at the top. My favorite is 712. If you understand what I mean, comment below. So comment below. Do you like the video? Was everything on point? I know I was sort of quick with it. A lot of ramble. But I'm excited just like you all are. And that's the Prism White. Alright, so we're going to put the case back on. Spigen style. With the kickstand. And we're going to check out the contents of the box for the outro of the video. Top slides off. Behind it is your pamphlet. You sort of got to smack it from the top down. But I'm not going to knock over my camera. But your SIM card ejection tool is in it. In the box, you have your transfer adapter. To transfer from your old device to your new one, or you can do it wirelessly with the smart switch. It gives you that option. All right. Then you have your adaptive charger by Samsung 5.0. Adaptive means it adapts to how low your battery is to how fast it will charge it. And you have your USB adapter cable in here. And you have your earbuds by AKG, semi-premium, braided rope, and white. I just noticed that. So yeah, these are not wireless, these are wired. So hopefully that sums up everything. If it's any other questions, comment below. I'll check them out and try to answer them. And good luck. Hope you enjoy. If you ordered the Samsung Galaxy S10 or can plan on it. Hope this video helped. Oh, there you go. Yep. So this is P. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Prism White. Peace.